What's going on, everybody? Here are some of my summer EDC additions that you might want to consider adding to your kit. Let's just get into it. We'll just start from the top and work our way down. No need to waste any time. You guys saw this in an earlier video. I'll post the link right on the top. This is my deluxe tinker that I've had for a little while. It's been working out great. This is actually the piece of gear that started me to decide to do a summer haul. I had a list of things I wanted to buy, and this kind of kicked it off. So I figured no time like the president start getting stuff that I wanted to try out and test out. So got this, been using it for a little bit. I like it. Next up, I got these metal tin containers. Saw a couple videos online where they use stuff like this to store little stuff in. They came in a pack of 3. There's this one, there's this white one, and then there's a kind of silver color one. One thing I will say about them is the colors scratch up pretty easily. They bend pretty good, so I'm not sure if I'd recommend them. I think if you're gonna kind of just put them somewhere and don't care about them getting too beat up, I think they'd be fine. I wouldn't put anything too bulky or anything like that in them, but they seem okay. Just all right, I guess. There's probably better options out there, so I'll keep looking to see. Inside, I've got these stainless steel flossers, just like the flossers you've seen before. Honestly, I think this thread is a little too thick to be trying to floss your teeth. I don't want to pull out my dental work trying to use one of these guys, so I'll stick with the regular stuff. The pick part is probably a good alternative to those titanium picks you see out there. Other than that, that's the only part on these I recommend. Maybe if you need a small wire for something, I'd recommend it for that. But other than that, I'd maybe try something else. They are an interesting little concept, but that's about it. Show you guys, maybe you guys can think of a use for them other than pulling your teeth out. Next up, I've got this transparent foldable 3-in-1 charging station. I actually ended up using this a little bit sooner than I thought I did because my bedside charger died. So it's just got a 15-watt charging for your phone. It's got your AirPod charging, and then you got your Apple Watch charging. It works okay. I wish this part was a puck like the normal stuff, but other than that, it's okay. I like it. For the price, it wasn't too bad. I think the Apple travel charger is like 100 plus. This is way cheaper than that. And look at that. It folds nice and small. It's compact, and it does the job. So definitely recommend this so far. I'll give you more information on this as I use it a little more. It uses USB-C. Not too bad. Next up, like I mentioned in my 2-bag travel video, I had to get some of these guys. Soon as I got back from the trip, I went and ordered some of these. These are USB-C to Lightning, and this is USB-C to USB-C-A. I've got another USB-A to Lightning, and I've got another A to USB-C, but I just had to get these. I've got some good charging cables that I already use, and I didn't want to replace them yet. When the time comes, I'll replace them for something else, but for right now, these will give me some more life out of those. So this is actually designed for a rifle to put extra on there, but I have a different idea on how I'm going to use this. It's got some adhesive. It's a pretty strong hook and loop right there, and then these 2 elastic loops. So give me some ideas on what you think I can use this one for. I've got 2. I know I'm going to use one of them for, and I haven't decided on what I'm going to use the second one for, so I'd like to hear what you think. Here is a collapsible silicone cup with its own lid. I've got kids, and I don't know if you've ever shared a drink with a child and seen the bottom of the bottle afterwards. It is a scary sight. So this way, if I need to share a cup or share a drink, I've got this. Or if you just need a cup, I don't know how many times I've been out and about and the cup would have been nice and handy. Couple trips, stuff like that. So it folds in flat, it fits right in your bag, and it's not too bad. And it came in a pack of 4, so you can put them in different places. Leave one in your car. Well, I wouldn't leave it in your car, but you can put them in different places, figure out where you want to store them, have them in different bags, and just have them ready and available for you. So next up, I've got this Cobb 1000 lumen light. It's got a little kickstand on it. It's got a little carabiner clip. It's magnetic, so it's going to have a lot of functionality. It's even got a thread so I can screw it like to a cold shoe mount or something like that. So definitely got a lot of choices from that, and it's bright too. So I just do that like that, and you can see, and you see all the stuff from the Velcro, and it's got different modes, different brightness, And it's just a basic little light, inexpensive. Stick it somewhere, clip it somewhere, and you're good to go. I'm trying to get back in the habit of taking my vitamins again, so I bought this little pill box. It kind of goes flat. It's a little bigger, just to have, you know, a couple days of vitamins in here, and I can kind of set it up like that and put them in each section. One thing I always forget to do is take the little plastic off. I haven't started using this yet, but it seems okay. It's nothing fancy, but something to carry your vitamins, pills, stuff like that, and I like the footprint of it. So the other one that I have is more of a cylinder shape and it's metal, and this one I think will give me a better form factor. So we'll keep trying that out and see what happens. So I bought this mini ratchet. I've been wanting the mini ratchet for a while. It's really cheap, really basic. I didn't want to get one of the other ones that you see online. I put a couple of pictures of some of those. I do like them, but I thought I'd try a cheap version first just to see how well I use it and if I actually need it as much as I think I do. So this was under 15 bucks. I didn't come with any bits or anything, so I'll just use some of my own bits for it. And I'll give it a shot for a couple weeks and see what I think about it. I'll let you guys know what I think too. So how many times have you ever been out and about and you needed some silverware or something like that? I've got some trips coming up, and so I thought I'd get some of these guys. It's just some GoSun flat silverware. It folds flat. It's like a little bit thicker than a credit card, probably 2 or 3 credit cards. So it'll fit in that same form factor. If you notice, I'm kind of digging this kind of square or rectangular form factor that kind of lays flat. It kind of helps me out with storing stuff. So I think I've used this one time, but it's not too bad. I mean, the spoon's a little silly and the fork works just fine, but I do like it. If you got a problem with fingerprints, it's gonna get on there, but it's still, for what it is, it's not bad. Definitely a nice backup to have. So next up, I have the Kershaw Recap. I'm not really a fan of pry bars, and I've never really understood the point of having one and spending a lot of money on one. So I thought I'd give one a try, and I thought I'd start with the cheap option. So this guy was nice and cheap. It's got a bottle opener, but I don't care about that. It's got a lanyard hole, and what's funny about this is the day I got it, I ended up finding the need for it. So it's kind of funny how that worked out. I've used it probably 5 or 6 times since I've had it, and I haven't had it that long. So maybe the jury might still be out, and I might be swayed into upgrading to a different pry bar. So this right here, people have your duct tape and all that stuff. I don't see this too often. Where I found out about it was on a motorcycle YouTuber, and they use this to mount their GoPros to the helmet, and it's a moldable glue. It sets in about an hour, but then I think it takes about 24 hours to finally cure, and it has tons of uses. Like if you spray a cord, you can use it for that. I'll show you some of the uses on the poster that comes with it, and I'll show you my helmet to kind of see, because I tried it too, and it's worked great. That GoPro mount's been on my helmet for probably 2 years maybe, and it's not even come off or anything like that. It's nice and sturdy. So if you need it, it's right there. It folds down small. One thing to keep in mind, it does expire, and I think this one expires in 2024. And what I did notice is it's not as pliable if you use it past expiration date. So keep that in mind. So I've got a ton of Sharpies. My daughter has a ton more, but I thought to take with me, there's a couple times where I've needed a Sharpie or something like that, or some kind of marker where a pen or a pencil just didn't do it. So I thought I'd get a couple of these mini Sharpies. So it's a Sharpie, it's nothing fancy. Know what it does, know what it is. So here it is, just thought I'd show you guys. I had to re-up on my compressible towels because my wife used them all, but that's okay. Definitely, like I've told you guys before, these things are awesome. Get you some. They come in handy. They have tons of uses. A use that I just figured out is with these guys. It's foaming. I saw this on Accessorize Me's video a couple weeks back, and these little sheets are actually soap. So what you can do is you can take one of these sheets, combine it with one of the compressible towels, and you'll have a soapy rag or soapy cloth. So like if you have to clean up something on a table or something on a go, if something gets spilled in your car, you want to put a little soap to it or something like that, you've got a perfect combination. You can put a little water to the two. So what I did when I tried it out is I just wet the cloth, expanded it, dropped the foaming in there, worked it around, and then it came nice and soapy. So it definitely works, and I definitely recommend giving that a shot if you want to. So then last up, and I'll go into detail on this a little bit more later, And you've seen this in the Gear Hunters video. This is the Alpaca Go Sling Mini. I've been using it for a few weeks and so far so good. Full review is coming soon. Definitely like it. So, you know, quick review, quick 5-second review. Great bag. Didn't think I was gonna like it at first. It's got a couple things that I wish would be improved on it, but hey, some of those things I can change and some of those things I'm just gonna have to live with. But overall, it's still a great bag, and reviews coming on that. In the meantime, you can take a look at the Gear Hunters video just to kind of get a feel for why I made the choice on this one and not something else. So that's what I've got so far this summer. Let me know if there's anything on here that you have and tried. Let me know any recommendations of some things I might want to consider. If you got any questions about the Go Sling Mini and want to know why I picked it, a review is coming on that in the future, but my Gear Hunter video on what I decided and some competitors is right here. So take a look at that if you're interested. So take a look at some of my other videos for some of the gear that I've looked at so far. This is MFN Research. I'm out. I'm getting out of here. It's hot. So take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.